I welcome you back again to another video lecture on C# programming, and in this video lecture I'll go ahead and teach you about user input. So we're going to learn how to accept input from a user. So this is a case because you need to interact with your user as a developer. You are writing something and you're making use of your computer, and sometimes you might be asked to enter your password, enter your name, enter any details, enter two numbers and multiply that and all this and that. So how can you be able to do that? Now let's go ahead and look at a simple user input and how can you accept input from a user. Let's go ahead and say console write. We're not going to use WriteLine so that user can repeat. Once that comment comes on, he or she will put it in the same line and then we'll go ahead and collect that. So go ahead and say insert your name. So insert your name, go ahead and put a semicolon, and now go ahead and say string name equal to Console.ReadLine. So go ahead and read what that user insert. So go ahead and say Console.write. Go ahead and say insert. Oh, go ahead and say what is your age? What is your age? Go ahead and place semicolon and go ahead and say string age equal to Console.WriteLine. Go ahead and place semicolon and end. And you can collect on our numbers and say Console.write. Go ahead and say what is your phone number? Alright, and what is your age? What is your phone number? Place semicolon and let's go ahead and use string. So because we're not going to do the multiplication, we're not converting integer, go ahead and say, let's go ahead and use int at this time and say int phone. Int phone equal to Console.WriteLine. Go ahead and place semicolon. Alright, so Console.WriteLine and go ahead and put that to be a string so that you don't run into problem. Then after I'll go ahead and teach us how to convert to integers, okay? Now, I just need to collect from this. Okay, I just did this from the user, and then once I collect that from the user, I'll go ahead and print that out Console.WriteLine. So I want to move this to the next line as well, use WriteLine, and then I'll go ahead and say your name is name, comma, and your age is age, comma, and phone number and phone is phone. Go ahead and put a semicolon at the end. So now you've collected these. Go ahead and say Console.read key. Put a semicolon at the end. Now let's go ahead and run this code and check it out. So insert your name. Can you see that? Insert your name. And go ahead and say Peter. And there is no space. I didn't give a space. I'll show you how to do that. What is your age? Your age is 24. And what is your phone number? 012345678 blah blah blah, and hit enter. So your name is Peter and your age is 24 and phone is 0123 blah blah blah. Can you see that? So in that way I can collect users, phone number and other data and save that right inside. So go ahead and close that. So what if you want to collect maybe some numbers from a user, multiply that and do some mathematical operations? How can you be able to do that? That is a next question you have to ask yourself. Very important question. So let's go ahead and comment this, right? We don't print that out. You can comment all these, or go ahead and use a multiple line comment. Use a multiple line comment right here. And go up here and use a multiple line comment as well. Let's go ahead. Alright, so let's go ahead and create another one. And here I'm going to tell user to insert. So go ahead and say console dot. Alright, I'll go ahead and say insert a number. So insert a number. Go ahead and put a space so that you don't run into problem. And once user inserts the number, go ahead and use integer to call that or float or double. The best way is double because you don't know if that is going to be a decimal number. So double. And as a beginner, I'll go ahead and continue to use integer so you don't run into problems. So double equal to num1 equal to, go ahead and convert to call what was called convert dot. Alright, convert dot. So the integer is going to be convert dot to int 32. Can you see that? Convert dot to int 32. Alright, so whatever that inside here will convert it to integer and then go ahead and say Console.ReadLine. Console.ReadLine. Go ahead and place semicolon at the end. In that same way, I'll go ahead and copy this. Copy this. And come down here and press that. After user, insert another number and let that be int num2. Int num2. And we set that right inside variable num2. Now go ahead and print out that. Go ahead and say console. Go down here and let's say console data WriteLine. Console.WriteLine cannot perform any mathematical operation you want. Is that going to be let's say, num1 divide, or num1 plus, or num1 multiply, num2, anything you want to do, you go ahead and do that and put a semicolon at the end. Now let's go ahead and run this code and check it out. Insert a number and let the number be 10. And insert another number and let the number be 12 and hit enter. Can you see that? 120. Alright. So, you can try that one more time. Insert a number and let the number be 4. Insert another number and let the number be 8 and hit enter. 32. So 8, 4 multiply, 8 is 32. So if you go ahead and change that to plus sign and run this code again, let's check it out. Insert a number and let the number be 6. Insert another number and let the number be 5 and hit enter. 11. Can you see that? you can see that this is working out fine, better, and very cool. So the code is just very before you. You've learned how to request input from a user and carry out operations or print out the data on the screen for the user. Anything you can do with it, you can go ahead and do that with it. And if you have any question, please use the question and the answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.